what I've been calling the tricky bit.
This may not be an actual point of no return, but it does kind of feel like it.
My God, that's an ugly weld. Today's a different day, a little warmer, and I was a little demoralized from that god-awful weld. I did some others, looked better, but fact remains, that was a lousy weld. So we're gonna spend a moment, come back over to the wagon, and the fuel tank wagon. This is now a fuel tank wagon. It's the wagon. Just moves. And something I did find, I broke, where was it? That hose. That connector. I was supposed to take that connector off. I didn't. It's broken now. And I did replace the fuel pump once before, but the level sender never quite worked right. And I figured, instead of trying to put new hose on, crimp stuff, this and that, just put a new fuel pump in. So that's what I'm going to do. And I've done the hard part already. The tank's out of the car. This is the easy part, though. Take your air line. And clean it up. Starting way over here, we got all these hoses and cables held down by a tie down. Cool. Pop loose just the ones I'm gonna need. Over here we got wire connectors. One and two. Around the top edge of the fuel pump housing we got this snap ring. And first time I took this off, it was kind of a bitch. So there's much easier this time. And there's this hose connection right there. And then, whoop, that happens. I swear it came out. Well, it went in at least. There we go. I'm gonna let that drain. I want to make sure we have a bucket here. Whoa, and that spills. Still got some in the pump, so... Oh, that's not going well. That's not going well at all. Nope, we'll just leave it there. This is our new fuel pump, and I was very confused. So at the bottom here, I saw there's no sock or filter or pre-filter, what have you, whatever they call it. And a quick email to customer service later, before they even responded, I finally turned and looked at the top of this unit to see this sticker. New strainer, internal to reservoir. So, that was very confusing. Not my finest moment. But it does make it easier to put it in. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was no problem at all. Gonna be real with you guys. This went in a lot easier than the last one. Just like that. Take our connections, some plug and play, and then over here they gave us a new harness. So let's gonna pop that off real quick. And that's it. All I did was just take that hose off, and it just sits around what the hose is attached to. There's the word for it. Hose stud? I don't know. Anyway, we'll find out later if it works. I guess. I'm not gonna hook up live voltage to this right now. If it don't work, it don't work. That'll be another thing. Another project for another day. And hopefully more successful than this video. This is small potatoes compared to what I'm trying to get done. I didn't even need the hammer. What do I have the hammer for? That's what it is. It's so I can rest my elbow on the hammer instead of the dirty fuel tank. That's what the hammer was for. Anyway, old fuel pump. Figure out something to do with it. I don't know. One end of the hose is busted though, so there's that. Kind of hurts the resale value. If there's flickering, it's not my fault. Phone's broken. Anyway, phone broken enough at least. Anyway, I bought some things. There's one. I like this thing. So now I can do this. And look up here. I also bought this thing. And that's the update on the pile of rust taken out of the car. Some welds, like this one, came out real nice. Others, like up here, not so much. So with any luck, the grinder and some paint will make me the welder I ain't. But anyway, this is driver's side. Got a gap here that I've decided will be water drainage. I'm on over here. Much the same story on passenger side. I had to get creative here. This is a tragedy. Same with here, but everything holds, as far as I can tell. At this point, it should be a matter of just making everything clean. And then I'll get some seam sealer on here. I should get everything nice and prepared. We can cover this up with some more sealant, an undercoat protectant. I forget exactly what it is called that I ordered. That's how long ago it was. It's now May, and I am still working on this project. Cars are pain, but so is not having one. That said, I might be mildly pleased with myself at the end of this. That's a real nasty weld. I'm not proud of that one. That's why we're going to cover it up. But that one, this was pretty. It almost made me sad to sand that down. Well, just get everything clean. Here's where things get interesting, because didn't really find too many instructions on how to apply this stuff. So we're just going to make a bead anywhere there's a weld, and then mush it down pretty good with our fingers. This part's probably going to be really boring to watch, so I'm just going to call this my sign off, since this is probably going to need a few days to set, which is fine by me. It's the end of my weekend. I'm happy letting this set. So, thanks for watching. subscribe, etc. I do a stream every Wednesday. And yeah, if this gonna keep going, maybe I'll do more car content. I'd like to do more car content. Honestly, this kind of stuff's very cathartic to me. Especially when I can look back and say, hey, I did that. You know, kind of like how you might feel once you've cooked a nice meal. You know, hey, I did that. And then you eat it, and then other people eat it too, and they say that was delicious. And you feel good about yourself because, hey, you did that. Nice feeling to have in this crazy, crazy world we're in.